Okay, y'all, this is the Tammie Terrell reading. I got up early for this one. It was up 4 o'clock this morning. Trying to contemplate how I'm going to come at these. But all I can do is do what I do, right? Because these are my children. They crying out. All they was trying to do was make music and be happy. And here y'all came with all these different ass bull crap. You heard me? But also, all I know is Tammie Terrell was in grief in reverse. She didn't have any kids. So she wasn't a woman in grief, like confirmation. She was not in grief. Okay, she was born April 29th, 1945. She died March 16th, 1970. I told you 70 is exile, 19 is shame. 3rd of March is Neeson. So she returned spring, so she returned back home. I have her soul. April 29th, 29, grief in reverse. She wasn't born in grief either. 29 in reverse, right? 19, shame, 45 is 9, right? 999. So all this was her death. What y'all don't realize is you may not pay for what you done in the dark for the person you done it to, but God is allowing y'all to be punished through other things that y'all was doing. Y'all been getting away with it so long to where you don't think God is not real. That's what y'all really think, that we are not real. I'm here in the flesh and the kingdom is here. Okay, wherever I go, the Sphinx, the pyramids, all of them go. Okay, just because they over there in them deserts, guess what? They with me because I'm here. Queen Nefertiti, Sekhmet, Basset. It's Basset, baby. We're here. I the tiger, I Ra. Because I am the Ra. I am the creator, living God and living form. And y'all are under judgment. I keep telling y'all. So she was not in grief. Living out loud in the reverse. So she was beat by men, control. That's what I'm picking up on. Controlling. Controlling men, right? Controlling men. And who was her man? David Ruffin. David Ruffin wanted to keep her locked down, right? But also Marvin Gaye. They keep saying her and Marvin Gaye didn't have a relationship, but I heard otherwise. Unrequited love. It was unrequited love with David Ruffin. Heard that not. Confirmation. Because he didn't like the way her and Marvin Gaye made music and they shine, right? And come to find out, Marvin Gaye actually was her twin flame, right? That was her twin flame. That's why they made so much powerful music together. Your twin flame can be like your brother, feel like a brother, but you fuck him like a husband. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. You heard me? Or even her Stingray, her twin Stingray. You heard me? But anyway, she was exiled. So okay, that's why Smoky Robinson ass is under judgment. See, a lot of people, oh, Motown this and Motown that. They was married to Motown because they put blood in there. They did blood oaths and all that. They did a lot of stuff that they could not walk away from each other like that. Him and Barry Gordy and Otis from the Temptations. You know, y'all looking at these people like they gods and all that. Even Stevie Wonder. All of them was in there sacrificing women. Whether you want to believe me or not, I really don't give a damn because I'm the God of the heavens and earth. And what I say goes, okay? I don't have time for that. Y'all think y'all know these people when y'all don't. All you know is of these people what they show you. You think they're going to come out and say I'm a rapist or I'm a woman beater or, oh, I allowed David Ruffin. We all stood in a circle and watched David Ruffin beat and stomp this woman to death. No, they're not going to tell you that. You're dumb if you think they are. Okay, so unrequited love and secrets. Okay, she didn't walk with a limp or anything like this. Girl was young. She was young. And all she wanted to do was play music, like follow her destiny, right? Which was music, right? But these niggas and bitches, let's talk about it. Diana Ross, jealous ass woman, as pretty as you are, to say you is so jealous, like you jealous. And Diana Ross, you slept with Michael Jackson as a young child. He was a teenager. You was a grown ass woman. You put that wrinkled ass pussy on that young ass boy. And you wonder why he made the song Dirty Diana. He was talking about you, woman. And then your daughter repeating the same history of sleeping with a young child like you did young Michael Jackson. And y'all talking about, oh, he want to be Diana Ross. I guess so. He got all the good juices on him. Old ass bitches. Y'all get on my nerves. Anyway. So, the thing with Tammie Terrell, though, let's talk about it. And the ancestors came and collect her. She was following her dream, but at the same time, she told no to God. She told God no. Secrets revealed and shine, right? She wasn't in grief, but live out loud and in reverse, right? So, and Motown was stealing. She said Motown was stealing from her. Motown was stealing, wasn't paying people what they wanted, so they actually was sacrificing people for their greater good. Step into the bad side. Clean. What do you say? Step into the bad side. See, they make movies and shit to show y'all, try to give y'all insight on an illusion on who they are, right? You think they actually gonna come out and tell y'all that they proud, like they actually prey, PREY, on young women and children and sleeping around? She was sleeping around. She was having a relationship with Marvin Gaye and David Ruffin. Smoky Robinson too. She said all she wanted to do was record her music and get ahead in life. But that didn't happen because Page of Pinnacle. I was about to say a young Marvin Gaye. Marvin Gaye was in love with her. She didn't want to be tied down. Y'all can see on the Aces. Man, Aces swore the truth. Her and Marvin Gaye did have a relationship. And David Ruffin beat her to death for it. Wow. And Smokey Robinson stood there and watched it. They say she was worth more dead than alive. So guess what they allowed? What I said. She left. She left beaten, bruised. Beaten, bruised. Not pregnant in grief, but she was beaten, bruised. Because they was whooping her ass. They was whooping her ass. They was whooping her ass. Wow. So she left, right? They say Queen of Wands. So she was keeping up bullshit. She was keeping up bullshit. Queen of Wands and Queen of Swords. And the Empress. And the King of Wands. And Death. Oh my God. And this was justice. Six of Cups is past. And now judgment. I'm here calling judgment. Because they were playing with her life. They knew what they was doing. They was passing her around. They passed her around. They passed Tammie Terrell around, y'all. Wow. I gotta say this, y'all. I gotta say this. She said that's why Marvin Gaye shot his daddy. That was her soul. Came to him. Because you know when you kill somebody, the soul comes to you, right? They soul come to you, especially if you murdered them. They soul come to you and make you do other things to other people, right? So that's why he pulled the gun on his daddy and shot his daddy. It wasn't so much of his daddy abusing him, it was the guilt eating him up. Guilt was eating him up. So she came back and got Marvin Gaye. And David Ruffin. Those was the two men she was sleeping with. And she said Smoky Robinson, she was sleeping with like Smokey to write music or whatever, work on music. But wow, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. He was cold hearted. Y'all, she said don't look past those green eyes. Smokey is a demon. Seven of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Two of Swords. They plotted. Look, they plotted. Empress. They all plotted. Look, Eight of Wands. They all plotted. She was an earth angel having an earthly experience. She was giving them light. They was all making music together. Y'all can say she a whore, whatever you want to call it. Some of y'all got kids and don't know who your baby daddy is. So don't come here judging. I'm the only one judging this because this somebody that died because of jealous ass men wanting control. Look, unrequited love. She wasn't there for love. She was having fun. She wasn't in grief. Grief in reverse. They wanted to tie her down. She didn't want to be tied down. She was young. She didn't want to be with all them old men. She said all them old ass, like she was having fun with them. Yeah, true enough. But also she seen how they rocked and they was married. Like Marvin Gaye had a woman, which, they, and then too, how they did Beyonce and Jay-Z, make them the couple. They was trying to do Marvin Gaye and Tammie Terrell there. See, this is some shit they been doing, y'all. See, Emperor. So, damn fly talking. Y'all don't hear it buzzing? She in here. The Emperor, Barry Gordy, Smoky Robinson, eight men. This 8 wands. 8 men plotting her. She said the Temptations. She said, don't think Otis is good, y'all, because he not. They only living up until this point. Confirmation. Because it's time for them to be shamed. So they all on the live, Tammie Terrell talking about she had a brain aneurysm. When all actuality, they was beating her and taking her energy, right? And illusions, selling illusions and shit. Like they was trying to say she was playing games with them. When in reality, she said she was upfront about what she wanted and what she didn't want. That's why in the movie, The Temptations, when you see her coming up with David Ruffin, yeah, Knight of Cups, she was a young Knight of Cups. She just wanted to sing. She just wanted to experience. She was having an earthly experience, right? She was a Taurus. What's crazy is, hold up. She was born in April, right? But she died in the Pisces depression, in the house. So she was a Pisces when she died. She died in the house of Pisces. So she died with depression, brain aneurysm. So she was broke, depressed, sick. Confirmation, the refrigerator just clicked on. She was broke, depressed, and sick. But she said the only reason why she got like that is because they beat her to death. She didn't just wake up one day and had a brain aneurysm. They beat her to death. What am I looking for, y'all? The moon card. Hold on. It's just a whole lot of secrets. This shit gotta come out. She said she was working. She was juggling her career. Page of Cups. She was young. She was juggling her career and relationships, like, sleeping around, doing what she do, juggling her life, juggling her work, having fun or whatever, when they wanted to control her. The High Priestess. Look, King of Wands, Warlock, King of Wands, Two of Cups. They wanted to control her. They wanted to control. That's all this, what the fuck this is about. Power and control. Money and the power. And then they didn't want to pay her no royalties or anything, like Barry Gordy, Smoky Robinson, and Stevie Wonder. All of them that signed them contracts together, they all are in burning towers, all of them. That's why Stevie Wonder slave for life. They meant that. See, yeah, scorpionic energy. So they would get into it, fight, argue. They would fight, argue, just do all type of things. Like set her up, creep her out. I could see like them. Damn, she said they would have seances. Seances. So all that shit they talking about, the soul music, they was doing, they was copycatting, following what was taught to them. Cadillac Records. She said they was trying to follow Cadillac Records. Like copy different record labels and all that. Okay, a new beginning or even a new life may be blooming. Yeah, she said she thought, it was gonna be great. All these people was talking so much positive about them, and she said Martha and the Vandellas and all them, they wasn't no good either. Like that's why they all went out sad. They all went out sad, but also they took energy from Martha. Is Martha still living? Which one is dead? The Vandellas, and to create Diana Ross. To create Diana Ross. And also, Diana Ross is, y'all don't realize, Diana Ross is a jealous woman. Like, she really is a jealous woman. Remain sensitive to others to avoid confrontation, confirmation. It is important time to guard against being self-centered, over-opinionated, or pushy. Yeah, like, she is a leader. She was a leader. Like, she was going in, and they was trying to push off their beliefs on her, like the things, how they do what they do, Moon and Aries. She said she got into confrontations with Diana Ross, y'all had a fight. The confrontations led up to them beating her and plotting on her. Wow. What else, y'all? So they got her at a party. She said, don't believe the hype. They put that shit in there and make it seem like them people be dead, dying this way, that way. No, they got her at a gathering. They beat her at a gathering. Aquarius in reverse. Yeah, they set her up. She was set up too. She was set up. You know how she write music and all that and can sing? Like she was what you would call how they say the triple-headed beast. She was a two-headed. She can sing and write and was sexy, cute, or whatever, All actuality, they had to build like Diana Ross. They had to do whole lot of stealing and scheming and lying and sacrificing in order to make Mrs. Ross look good. And it's her words, not mine. She said to make Mrs. Ross look good. They did a whole lot. When all actuality, Diana Ross really didn't have no original talent. Yeah, they got her. She went home. She from Philly. She went home, right? And they got her when they came to visit her in Philly. They beat her. She went home to spend time. Blue Moon, Naza Palmer. Yeah, she walked away to set long-term goals for herself to become a single artist. But how they say blood in, blood out. That's what they mean. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. Dark Moon. Yeah, they was watching her and following her and copycatting her and all that. They brought younger women in to make Diana Ross look better. This is why all these people living. Don't think they living because God is keeping them alive. We know we keeping them alive to make their ass look bad. Go things. Put aside emotional concerns and focus on increasing their financial security. Yeah, she was only sleeping with them to move up. Let's just keep it above. Like, it wasn't no we in a relationship. No, she said she went in there. They knew what the deal was. But guess what? 7 of Wands, all that hard work, and they killed her for it. It led her down a path of darkness. 9 of Cups in reverse. an unbalanced Libra scale because giving and receiving. Y'all, I just picked up and it said, take that, take that. Okay, so I wonder, y'all, this a little off the subject. P. Diddy gonna be in there and them niggas gonna be telling him, get this, take this dick, bitch, nigga. But anyway, back to this. Giving and receiving, the scales wasn't balanced. They was taking her royalties and taking care of other women artists that was on the label and not looking out for her, right? And yeah, Barry Gordy, Smoky Robinson, Stevie, like all them. Here it is. How refined in reverse. They were dark, they were dark. Okay. 6 of Swords. She said God told her to leave, right? But they followed her. Damn. She left to go pursue her own, and they followed her, and they unalived her. That's why it's like, man, it's a lot of secrets, y'all, that y'all think that y'all know and y'all don't. Because guess what? She was the King of Cups. She was emotional. She was the life of the party. You heard me? Like, she dressed. You know, she can sing. She can write. She hung. She stomped with the big dogs. She was like them. She was in the, seat with Smoky Robinson. She was a songwriter, too. But Smoky jealous ass, King Knight of Swords, fire, Ace of Pentacles, for me to say that. Thought it would be the best idea for them to off her ass because he wanted to be the only songwriter on the label. And they ain't just started adrenochrome, and they been adrenochrome. Okay? Yeah, he wanted to be the only songwriter on the label. The only songwriter on the label. It was control. So, on the Temptation, he said, well, Smokey write my music, this, that, and the third. Like, they was writing their own music, and that was making Smokey look bad. Okay? Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from you. Yeah. Ain't no mountain high enough. So, the thing with Marvin, like everybody keeps saying, oh, Marvin did that, Marvin did that. That's because they took part in some shit that they had no business doing. So when you do that, guess what? God allow remember on the movie Ghosts? When them spirits was coming back to get the man who was trying to steal the money, who killed him, and this, that, and the third, and the shadow. Your shadow come back and collect you. So what you did in the dark, which is the shadow, it comes to the light. And a lot of times it comes to the light and do this to your ass. And you be looking like, what happened? I thought they was this and that and the third. And us people, we go to assuming like, oh, this and, God, no, nigga. They done something. They took part in something. They unalived Tammie Terrell. Motown did. Unalived Tammie Terrell. And since he the green-eyed monster want to still dance and rape women and shit, guess what? You been getting away with it so long in the dark to where you still think we back in them old ass days. No, sir. We're in the age of Aquarius. Ain't no more secrets, sir. Your old ass gonna get it too, sir. You can get it too, sir. Yes, secrets, the moon. King of Pentacles, the moon. Knight of Wands. We not playing with y'all. How y'all braised to kill this woman? That's how the ancestors allowing them to come back and collect y'all ass. But first, pride comes before the fall, right? Pride comes before the fall. And before all y'all go out, y'all going out like this. You is not taking nothing. You ain't passing nothing along. Ain't none of that gonna happen. Y'all gonna leave that shit right there. You know who gonna get it? The same people y'all sold y'all soul for it. The record label. That's who gonna get it. You can't take it with you, right? Can't take it with you. Page of Swords. And guess what? She was putting them in their place. Page of Swords, right? What is the Page of Swords? Young, speaking up, talking shit, telling them what it is and what it ain't. What was it? What was it? See, they think the dead don't speak. The Bible tell you the dead speak. God said, I got a peculiar treasure. I'm the mother of them because I'm the creator. A peculiar treasure that's going to make all these false kingdoms and leaders sit the fuck down. Yeah. Tell the truth and shame the devil, man. Then y'all be praising these people. I always know it's like, I don't trust men with green eyes. I don't. I really don't. They not right. They be about that money. You heard me? Then the woman that he married to, y'all need to look at that motherfucker. What's up with you, Camille? Shit. Because you ain't right if you been with this man this long. You want to be comfortable. So guess what? That's why all y'all going to go out together. All y'all going out together. And it's going down in history that you stood by this pedophile, this rapist, and this woman beater, and this money-hungry ass green-eyed monster. It's going to be written down in history, Camille, that you stood next to this nigga while he was doing all this shit. Why? Because he's Smoky. You wasn't sick of Smoky sweeping with women on your ass, including the housemaids and everybody? I don't give a damn. Alleged. That's a alleged lie. That's what that is. Okay, she said, here it is, Paige Swords. A Lilith, right? Active figure. Holds a sword upright, right? In both hands while in the act of swift walking. Authority, overseeing, secret service, vigilance, spine, examination, and the qualities thereto belonging. She said she paid attention to everything they did, said, or whatever, right? She didn't want no part of that. She didn't want to be in a relationship with them. She didn't want to, like, sign blood oaths. That's just what she said. She didn't want to sign no blood oath with them. So instead of them respecting her mind for an ace of pentacle, right? For money, for an ace of pentacle. So she left, Knight of Swords. She told them about themselves and left, right? King of Cups. Six of Swords. She left. Because God told her to leave. Hold on. Because God told her to leave. Because that'll balance her ass out. But all it did was bring on the death because they didn't want her ass to go far. They didn't want, so since we can't control you and you don't want to be part of our cult, because that's all the fuck music companies and they shit is a cult. Church is a cult. All that crap is a cult. So they stop your flow. They don't want you to be free. You got to be put in a box. A box is a cult. Okay? So they brought her death. They beat her to death. They had words. You know what I'm saying? Like magician. In the reverse. They beat her to death. They turned her on like her day into tonight. Yeah. The moon upside down in reverse. They turned her day into night. A King of Pentacles. So she said Barry Gordon ordered it. But she was sleeping with David Ruffin, Marvin Gaye, and she did sleep with Smoky Robinson. But she was not attracted to Smoky Robinson. And if y'all think for a second every woman will give some draws to Smoky Robinson because he got green eyes and yellow, y'all must be out y'all rabbit ass minds. Because I don't like yellow niggas like that. Especially niggas with green eyes. Them niggas ain't to be trusted. Okay? Let's talk about it. That nigga. Man, come on. Come on. Four Swords. Wheel of Fortune, Gemini, Lovers in Reverse. All this shit wasn't right. They was trying to make like they was building something empire, bad boy shit. But this is Motown, right? Even Michael Jackson left that shit. Y'all know it. Lovers in Reverse because they was false. Because guess what? They wasn't paying them. They was holding their money. They was taking the money they was making off her music and her work and giving it to the fucking Supreme. She said, fuck Diana and the rest of them bitches. It was about her. It was about her. She don't give a damn. Yeah, what I said, 4 cups. Because Diana, the Supremes wasn't making no money. They wasn't making no money. Hangman in reverse. Strength. 10 of Wands. They wasn't doing nothing. They was writing all that music for these motherfuckers. And it wasn't hitting on shit. Okay? You know, their music didn't start hitting until later. This was when they was young. She was doing the music. She was writing. They was making the music, right? But she said he was taking the money that her and Marvin was making and putting it into the Supremes and all these other people because him and Diana Ross had a relationship. But not just her and, what I said, 3 of Cups in the reverse. Diana was sleeping with him, other men too. Plus little young Michael Jackson. Like, I can't get over this woman slept with that young ass boy. Say, okay. That's why he made Dirty Diana. You dirty bitch. You what he say? Dirty Diana. Oh. And I ran to the phone singing, baby, I'm alright. Unlock the door, cause I forgot the key. She said he's not coming back because he's sleeping with me. That's what Diana told Barry Gordy's wife. Dirty Diana. Oh, see y'all get on here. I don't give a fuck. Say what you will what you say. Y'all better be what I say. Motown. He's sleeping with me. So she'll man thief. That's why Michael Jackson said, how can you respect that? You can't respect that. He made Page of Wands, fire sign, Page of Wands. That's why he did it. He made the song because Michael Jackson said Diana slept with him too. And not only with him, but with other people in there. She was sleeping with anybody that had light, that looked like they was gonna make it. She slept with him. Diana Ross was being passed around. 3 of Wands and 2 of Wands in the reverse. 9 of Swords. What part? Ace of Cups. She kept coming up short. The Empress in reverse. Diana Ross kept coming up short. But this ain't about Diana Ross. I'm just showing you what they saying. So why would you hate on Tammie Terrell if she was doing the same thing? So Diana Ross was in competition with Tammie Terrell. So in other words, it was a bitch in the background, Queen of Swords, giving her opinion and what this and what she do and this, that, and the third. What I said, Queen of Swords, a bitch in the background running the shit, right? Yeah. So y'all, the world in reverse. Ooh, 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 ooh. Damn. That's crazy. So with that, the world being in reverse, everything that they promised this woman, he was giving it to somebody else. He was giving it to Diana Ross. The Hermit, in reverse. He was giving it to Diana Ross. He was giving it to Diana Ross. Justice in the reverse. Justice is in the reverse. Y'all think these people be right? They don't be right. For her to be stable. While she, 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. She was out in the cold. So Diana Ross started, giving it up even more so. Because Tammie Terrell said she left. She left, but they came to Philly and beat her. Don't think she just went and just had a brain aneurysm. No. I can see somebody stomping her with church shoes on, y'all. Somebody stomped her in church shoes, y'all. Stomped her in her head. Who was that? The Chariot. The Chariot and the Sun. Exposed. Smoky Robinson. That's why he going down. That's why his ass is going down. I can see a light-skinned man with some church shoes on stomping her in her head. He was jealous of her writing. How she write. How she carried the light. Yeah, 7 of Wands. How she worked. He didn't like that. The Star, y'all. The Star. Emperor in the damn reverse. Smoky Robinson. I'm not playing with y'all. Tammie Terrell said Smoky Robinson beat her in the head. Queen of Pentacles. Because she was grinding. She was nurtured. She can write. She can sing. She was really a triple, like she was on their level. And they don't like that. Trust me, I understand. Because baby, y'all, he the devil. He is not an earth angel. He's a fucking earthly demon. Temperance in the reverse. The devil. Y'all think I'm playing? This man, y'all, that green-eyed demon. Oceana. He from the bottom, y'all. He from the bottom of it because Oceana is a god. Hold on, I'm going to tell y'all. And they got green eyes. He's a siren, but an evil siren, like a mermaid in reverse. Sirens is mermaids, mermaids, you know what I'm saying? But he's a mermaid, Oceana, the god Oceana. He come from the bloodline of god Oceana. Hold on, I'm about to show y'all who the fuck I'm talking about. He in this book I got. He in this book. A sea god. He a sea god. Oceana. Oceanus. No, he in the reverse. No, but that ain't him. Hold on. No, that's not who I'm talking about then. No, that's not who I'm talking about. Hold up. No. Evil sea god. Paluvic. Associated with death and destruction. Okay, so a Canaanite, right? A tyrant god. Okay, so wow. So that's where he come from. He's a siren. He's an evil siren. I'm talking about Smoky Robinson. He's an evil siren. He like for people judgment. Yeah. Six of Cups in the past. He like for people. If you have more talent than him, he consider you an enemy. That's what Tammie Terrell said. If you have more talent than him, he consider you an enemy and he out to get your ass. So Marvin Gaye went out. Eddie, what's that nigga name? David Ruffin. Like that was all because of what they did to Tammie Terrell. That was all for what they did to Tammie Terrell. Like all cross dressers, all that. Like she said, don't let them fool you. This shit ain't been started. And it ain't that he sleep with men too. He sleep with men too. Exposed. He sleep with men too. They all do. Don't think for 1 second that the men are not gay, because they are. That's why he seems so saucy. You heard me? Like one night, maybe 2 a.m, I woke up out. Spirit woke me up. Guys and guys, I turned over. Look on your phone. I looked on my phone. This nigga had all red on. He looked like the fucking devil with green eyes. And looked like he had eyeliner and shit on. And he up there talking about, I like to dance. And this, that, and the third. And man, if you don't sit your old ass down and think about all the fuck ups you done did and all the people you got put in the grave and go sit down. That's why, guess what? Everybody who was part of the blood, or everybody who did shit in the dark, buried people, took adrenochrome children and this, that, and the third, your ass under judgment. You gonna, before you leave this world, your story gonna be told. And it ain't gonna be the bullshit you wrote in the book to make yourself look good. It's gonna be the shit the people that you done that's on the other side that's speaking on you. You know why you gonna know? Because you're gonna fall. Pride comes before the fall. Pride always comes before the fall. Oh, Lord. It was unrequited love on the King of Cups. Unrequited love. 2 of Swords. It kept going back and forth about it, kept them in their head, and that's what made them want to abuse her. Because she didn't want to be tied down to these men. Yeah, Paige of Swords. And she told them about this. She said she always voiced her opinion about it. Every time. She always voiced her opinion. Like, he told him, no, you're not going to tie me down. No, I'm not signing your blood contract. That's what it was about. A blood contract. 5 of Wands, and they kept them fighting. What part of it flew out? It kept them fighting. They fought her for it. They fought her for it till they 10 of Swords her ass. 8 of Wands. They 10 of Swords her. They 8 of Wands. 10 of Cups in the reverse. They cut her short. They cut her short. King of Swords, High Priestess, and Knight of Wands. And a King of Wands. Y'all, this was a gang of 9 of Wands. This was a, look like the whole motherfucking, yeah, because she was sleeping with him. Which you shouldn't have been doing that either, Tammie. You shouldn't have been doing that either, but I get it. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Men want to say, oh, you can't do what I do, but motherfucker, guess what? Who are you? Because just like you claim you're a god, look at a magician in the reverse. Magician in the reverse. You can't do that. You can't do that. I'm getting on all y'all ass. You can't do that. You can't be sleeping around with these men to come up. No, you weren't sleeping with him to judge. Like, But I get it. It was them days. Hey, to each his own. But you see what it gets you. Yeah, Nana Pinnacles. Yeah. The Hierophant. Yeah. She was moving in devil energy and she didn't realize it. Okay? She should have just kept it a buck and, okay, if I'm going to sleep with... She was sleeping her way to the top, y'all. Let's just keep it a buck. They was all wrong. They were all wrong. They were all wrong. All of them was wrong. King of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, they was all wrong. They were all wrong. They were wrong. They judged wrong. They did shit the wrong way. That's all. So, what they desired... Oh, I just seen something. She said they wanted her to have a baby. Oh, David. So you did get pregnant. She had an abortion. Because she didn't know who would be the daddy. She didn't want to be in grief. Yeah, that's why pregnancy called grief came in reverse. Because a lot of women allies be women that's pregnant. But she said she didn't want that. She didn't want their baby. Because she wouldn't have known who the baby was for. So she aborted the baby. It would have been a demon baby. So did they ran a train? They raped you. Oh, gang. They gang raped her. Damn, I just seen that. Like, y'all, they gang raped her. Oh, unrequited love. They gang raped her. And she got pregnant. Cortez, she got pregnant. Hangman, she got pregnant. They gang raped her, y'all. And she said, okay, look, the baby, but it came like this. That would have been a demon baby. She said it would have been a demonic baby. Because they raped her. They all raped her. They raped her. Oh my God. In the dark. Secrets. Hitsville. It happened in Hitsville. Confirmation in the studio. 12:43. 12 is what? Creativity. And 43 is hold up. 43. 34. That's the truth. 12. Gang rape. They gang raped her. Hold up. They gang raped her. Shit, nah. I'm like, I can see they gang raped her and they gang raped her. Gang. And this is the truth. They gang raped her, y'all. And she got pregnant. They wanted to keep that hidden too. This is why. 12. Yeah, 12 and 43. 43 is harvest. They harvest her energy. Yeah, 43 harvest. Truth is 34 and 12 creativity. They gang raped her for her energy, for a harvest. So they harvested on her. Smoky Robinson look like a fucking vampire because the bitch is a vampire. Y'all thinking these people living because of God. No, they living because of blood, adrenochrome, and sperm. Oh my God. And she wound up pregnant. She wound up pregnant. Hangman in the reverse. She wound up pregnant. That's why she left. And they found out. What I say night is for? They found out. Cause she was telling them. And she threatened to tell on them if they didn't pay her. So they got together and they stomped her and killed her. She said, Smoky Robinson. I could see a man in some church shoes, like stomping a woman in the head. Oh, wow. Speak up in the reverse. They kept it a secret. And that's why Shane about to be bought on their ass. Capricorn. Foot soldiers. Ghosts, evil beings. The devil. Hold on. I just got a download. Wait a minute, motherfucker. Y'all. He Aquarius. He's an Aquarius in reverse. That's why the Aquarius card came out. She met up with him and he killed her. I keep telling y'all are looking at this. Oh, he's so nice. He can see who the green-eyed lover, whatever the fuck y'all call him. Y'all gotta humble yourself. No, cause you a fucking demon, man. I kept saying this man looked too evil. 85 years old. February 19th. 1940. 40 is what? We about to get down to the motherfucking nitty gritty. This nigga juggling souls. He juggling motherfuckers coming to his ass. Yeah. And they, the women be saying, oh, he raped us, this, that, and the third. Because that be the souls that they've been casted out in the darkness, like buried the adrenochrome on there. And they come back to their body. This motherfucker that killed them, they come back to them. And guess what? You can't do nothing but do what the motherfucking spirit's telling your dumb ass to do. So if they telling you get up and rape somebody, they showing you who you are. They showing people who you are when you're not around them. You can't act all the fucking time. 40, awakening. She was pregnant for him. She said it was a gang rape, but she was sleeping with Smokey. He didn't want it to come out to his wife. Capricorn and Aquarius. Devil shit. Aquarius came in the reverse. Remember that. That's who killed her, y'all. They sent Smokey. Smokey beat her. They gang raped her, but they sent Smokey to do away with her ass. That's who killed Tammie Terrell. Smokey. The nigga in the fucking church shoes killed her. Oh no, y'all. All I know is y'all better wake the fuck up. These people is demons, y'all. And what did God say? You don't know you can be entertaining the devil. The devil could be entertaining you. You could be following the devil. Or the Bible tell you the wolves turn into like the wolves on earth. Turn into, depends on if they got a title or not. They turn into the gods and goddesses. But at the same time, these wolves, they ain't getting in. They was casted out. So the people they killed were secret earth angels, right? Subliminally hiding, right? All the way up until this day for the age of Aquarius. So everyone that been raised up on high gonna get told the fuck down. Pride before the fall. Okay, so he had Camille. She said he was married. Damn, he been married a lot. Claudette, not Camille. I'm calling that woman Claudette. Claudette. He was married to Claudette. And I guess that's why they divorced, because Claudette got tired of that bullshit. So now he married to Frances Gladney. That's the one with the red or whatever. And she looked like she just there for the money. Don't nobody have time for that, y'all. Look, they say Smoky Robinson's victory lap upended by allegations of sexual assault. Yeah, God gonna get you right when you think you being celebrated, and then you get slapped, nigga. But what about them sexual assaults you did to this, that, and the third? Because I did it to my uncle. He was on the internet, on Messenger. Keith Gozy was on Messenger. Oh, happy birthday. And he's an Aquarius also. And happy birthday, King. He up there singing, I'm glad, and ding, 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 ding. And I bust right up in that motherfucker on Messenger. Well, since you so happy, can you apologize for molesting me? That part. Crush him. And God gave me the permission, because guess what? I am God. You got me bent. Yeah, that's Francis Gladney. He would not. Yeah, she looked like she take anything. Just long as I can stay pretty with the jewels and the dresses and the diamonds and the nails and whatever else it is, I got you. I'll cover up whatever you trying to cover up. But ain't no more covering up. Souls are talking, baby. The souls are talking. The souls is speaking. Y'all, I'll be talking about, I'm going to put the hammer down. I don't even know where this damn hammer at. I don't even know what I did with my hammer. I'm going to have to find it. Because this shit is bananas. But anyway, y'all, I just wanted to come here and let y'all know. Oh, here it is. I'm putting judgment down on this shit today. I remember the day. We call it judgment on Smoky Robinson and the whole Motown crew. Hot Thor is in the building, baby. And we calling judgment. Hammer down. He going down. Okay? Namaste. Motherfuckers is wild.